it didn't cost them any less. And it actually took them weeks over the time that they thought it would.
Whereas 3D, they're actually building that on site. So I would assume if it's snowing or raining, that could screw up whatever machinery is.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done with the process.
To 3D or not to 3D? That's the question. Would you live in a 3D printed house? Today, people are trying to do all kinds of new construction techniques in the commercial and residential industry of building. So 3D printing of houses, crazy stuff. Noelle, would you live in a 3D printed house?
Not now, maybe in several years, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done with the process.
So tell me, what work is that? Because I know that you're heavy into the construction industry.
So I know this one story, right? Recently, Walmart decided to do an expansion on one of their Tennessee warehouses. They teamed up with Alquist, a 3D printing company, and they built the extension out of 3D printing. But there were a lot of issues. One, it didn't cost them any less, and it actually took them weeks over the time that they thought it would. The problem stemmed from it was really hot in Tennessee and the materials weren't holding up. The materials weren't compatible with the machinery.
Were they using like concrete or plastic? What were they using?
I don't know exactly what they were using, but this same company, Alquist, had done 3 residential homes. And they turned out great using one material. Then they decided to try and use a cheaper material, I believe, in another place, and cracks started happening in the foundation. So, I mean, it's all up in the air right now, but could it be amazing?
It kind of looks like the log cabins, like the Lincoln logs where you have these like lines. And
it's ugly as sin. So that's another thing. Do you want to live in something that looks like
I think in the right atmosphere, let's say you're in like the desert and you're built into like the dunes or whatever those things are called, it could work there. I think it could work there. Do I see that working in suburbia, regular areas? Not really. Maybe it would be a good application for low-income housing somewhere.
Well, our producer, Rob, was just saying that a whole cul-de-sac in his area was done by Modular, right? So if they can work out how to make it modular, maybe the 3D printing would work with that. Like instead of trying to print it on site, what they do is they have a big arm that literally prints it on site. And it just wasn't
I get it.
working.
It's like piping like on a cake.
Yes.
Yes. No, I totally get the concept. Modular is cool because it's built in a controlled environment inside a warehouse. It's put together and then it's driven out and then placed onto a site, and then it's kind of the sections are bolted together. So that's done really quickly. You're not reliant on weather conditions. Whereas 3D, they're actually building that on site. So I would assume if it's snowing or raining, that could screw up whatever machinery is happening.
Or hot.
Or hot, as you said. Yeah. So I guess it's worth exploring.
So I think once they figure it out, it'll probably be better for commercial because people don't care about what commercial looks like as much as they care about what their home looks like.
I'm relating this to the same thing as when everybody said Amazon was going to start using drones to deliver packages. We're nowhere near that. Otherwise, we'd be walking down and be clobbered with packages falling on us from the sky. So, I mean, I do think there's potential with the drones. I do think there's potential with 3D. I just think we're still very far away from it.
Thanks for watching this episode. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And we'll see you next time.